Valley mother trying to ban a book at her daughter's elementary school. The mom says the book, called Lovingly Alice, describes sex in detail, using words like penis and vagina. Now, her 8-year-old borrowed the book from the school library. The publisher lists the book as appropriate for children 9 and up. ABC 15's Kimberly Chang, she broke this story last night at 6 o'clock. She's joining us now at 9 to talk about it. And Kimberly, this isn't the first time this book has had some debate.
No, good morning. And I have to say, we were really careful about which words we chose to put on air. There were a lot more graphic details in that, but this book did make it on the list for the American Library Association's most challenged and banned books from 2000 to 2009. Wow. So a lot of controversy around this book. The mom I spoke to, you know, she was really concerned because it describes sex in detail, and her 8-year-old daughter picked it up from the school library because she was skipped a grade, so it's supposed to be for kids 9 and up. Oh. She got her hands on it, and she said to her mom, I don't think I should be reading this. You know, it's too graphic. Yeah.
So is she saying that even those 9 and up shouldn't have access to this book?
She doesn't think even kids 9 and up should have access to this book. It's definitely material, according to her, for teenagers. It talks explicitly about the details.
What's it about?
Sex. Well, the book is about a teenage girl. It's part of a series. It's called the Alice series. And, you know, it explores basically the life of this teenage girl. And as she explores puberty, going through menstruation for the first time, and, you know, she asks, how do babies, you know, where do babies come from? And how does it work? And it describes...
So is this the only book in the series that there are issues with, or are they all kind of like this?
Well, the whole Alice series made it on that list for the most challenged or banned books. But this mom, it just came to her attention when her daughter brought the book home last week. And so she basically wants some kind of parental sticker on that book to say, you know, like when you rent a movie from the store, she wants it to say, listen, this has sexually explicit content. Maybe parents should be aware of that.
And maybe a parent should have to give their okay before the book is signed out by that child.
That's what she's pushing for. Now, the school, after she raised a fuss about it, they decided to raise the age restriction. So now only 6th graders and older children can check out the book. But she's saying, you know what, that's not enough. It should be a district-wide policy. They're only implementing it at one school. But you all have kids, and your kids are about this age. I mean, what do you think?
I would go crazy. But again, I wouldn't be necessarily mad at, you know, I don't believe in banning books. I have issue with that, but I do think there definitely should be some sort of age limit.
But this isn't a public library. This is a school library.
It's a school library. It's an elementary school library, but it's been approved. Let's get to what you guys are saying, Darlene.
Darlene Morris says, not appropriate for 3rd graders.
Bill Wood writes, and when her daughter ends up pregnant at 16, she will scream, I do not know how this happened to my little girl.
And Wendy Murat says, I was shocked that it was labeled appropriate for 6th grade. No way would I want my children to be exposed to this content at that age.
And Patty Bertoglio writes, imagine that, correct body part names are used. How shocking. And this is the other debate. A lot of people, a lot of parents argue, hey, you know, you shouldn't use winky and words like that. You should call a spade a spade.
Right.
And I do believe in that as a parent. You do need to say what it is. So.
And someone on my Facebook page said, you know what, kids are really resourceful these days. They can learn the street terminology. So would you rather they learn that or the correct and proper, more clinical terms? I want to point out also that this book is available in a lot of public libraries because I went to the Phoenix Library and it was there in the children's section. So your kids have access to it, whether you like it or not.
Well, let me read a few more comments here. Bob Gillette on our Facebook page says, the real question is this book telling our kids anything a 3rd grader doesn't already know? I don't think so. I do feel 3rd is too early. 6th would be fine.
Mackie Shaw writes, after we ban Alice, we can move on to Twilight, Huckleberry Finn, Harry Potter, the Torah, the Quran, the Bible, the Kama Sutra. She goes on and on. Or instead, parents could just pay attention to what they let their own kids read.
For the record, the Kama Sutra should probably be banned.
I don't think that's appropriate for an elementary school.
Wow. And Lolo, very quickly, Lolo Marie says sexual books do not belong in any school libraries.
Well, Luca Blue argues that kids see worse things on TV and rap videos.
Doesn't make it okay, though. That's what a lot of people would say.
Well, thank you for your
problem. Before I leave, let's just point out Harry Potter is #1 on that list of banned and challenged books.